Welcome back to another Conversations with an ADHD Brain bathroom talk. Today we're talking about something that has driven every boyfriend I've ever dated completely insane. And that is the... What? Were you saying something? A couple of videos back I talked about how our ears stop working if we're taking in too much information or if we get distracted. Well, this also happens when we're hyperfocusing. If I'm in the middle of doing something and someone walks in and starts talking to me, there is like a 60% chance I am not going to hear what they're saying. And this leads to people thinking that I don't care about them. When really it's that I literally can't hear you. It's not that I don't want to, I can't. So if you have an ADHD person in your life and this happens to you a lot, please don't take offense to it. And definitely don't say, oh, never mind, you weren't paying attention, I'm not gonna repeat myself. Because then that just gives us anxiety. We're like, no, I do wanna pay attention, I'm here listening now, please tell me. Triggers our rejection sensitivity, makes us feel really bad for something we genuinely can't control. So to avoid this, get our attention first before you start telling us what you wanna say. Make sure we're looking at you. I promise we wanna listen to you. Sometimes we just can't hear.
Questions for neurotypicals. When you watch TV shows or movies, how do you look at an actor or actress that looks familiar and not immediately Google their name and figure out what else they're in? Like, you just sit there and you keep watching the movie. No fun facts. No, oh, that guy was an extra in Jurassic Park. Or she was the wife of that sister in that Hallmark movie. That doesn't eat you up on the inside? I have to know. ADHD and attachment theory. If you're trying to fake your way through adulting, you should definitely know what attachment theory is about. Attachment theory basically says that the relationship that you formed with your caregivers as a child is going to predict how you create relationships in the rest of your life. There's a link in my bio about the basics of attachment theory. But with ADHD, things get a little bit more complicated. With attachment, the kid has to be able to appropriately say, hey, I'm in distress, I need help. And then the parent has to react accordingly. Well, the problem with ADHD is that we're impulsive, we're hyperactive, and so we don't exactly give the most straightforward signals. Our caregivers have a hard time interpreting us. Research shows that this shows up as a disorganized attachment, otherwise known as anxious avoidant. An anxious attachment is where one person is very preoccupied with the relationship. They need a lot of reassurance, and they're scared that the other person's going to leave. Avoidant attachment, on the other hand, this is someone who may avoid vulnerability and emotions. We get the best of both worlds. The worst. Someone who's anxious avoidant may crave intimacy, but then once they have it, they may not know what to do with it, or it may actually make them feel feelings of panic. The goal is to move towards a secure attachment. Don't ask me, I'm working on it. But knowing your attachment style may be a good place to start.
Hey everybody, how you doing? My name is Eli, and I am an ADHD advocate. So as you can see, I'm sitting here in my pile of warm, just washed laundry, and I thought now would be the perfect time to talk about a little-known ADHD symptom that occurs mostly in adults. And that symptom is chronic fatigue, otherwise known as the afternoon slump. But Eli, you asked me questioningly, shouldn't you have more energy if you have ADHD? Unfortunately, the answer is no. So if you have ADHD and you've been getting down on yourself about productivity, chin up. We're all in this together.